He is a die-hard Biafran.
Jesus.
If you vote Obi, you are voting for Biafra.
Your thumbprint is more important to them than your life.
And 2023, we are all going to vote for Peter Obi.
Ladies and gentlemen, this Mampolo from Mampolo's Corner. Renew your mindset. Guys, it seems like most of these old politicians or all these people want to go into politics, want to go for power, they for different position in Nigeria. Even like say, if election don't they reach, it get as then they see everybody for Nigeria, they see all of us like dummies. That they feel say when it gets to election, anything when they tell us, we must agree, we be Mumu. we be Mumu. Say, I mean, what did they pay me for the whole thing? Now the same techniques, the same pattern when they tell us like 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago. Neither still they use, they tell us the same thing. So it means that they have concluded in their mind, we are forever Mumu. I pity for those politicians or those kind of people who went on there for that power for a long time. I pity them for this 2023. You see the boys one day now, the girls one day. You see the youth one day now. If they talk, they're going to look you. They're going to watch you with one eye. Then you got to think, say what you they talk, they enter them. Now, somebody will be Muslim for call not. Will be call Fulani, don't bust out. They tell us, say, he will be Muslim, love Christians, pass Christians. For those who don't understand what I'm talking about, watch video.
This is a message to my northern Christian brothers and sisters, specifically for you.
You are not a Christian, brothers.
Why? Because if you go to the south,
That's right.
to the southeast, to the southwest, a Christian from northern part of Nigeria is a northerner. Simple. If there are breakdown of land orders in Enugu, they kill everybody, whether a Muslim or Christian coming from the north.
Are you serious?
This is the record that is on ground.
It's all right.
Nobody can deny this. Christians of northern extraction. Think wisely, act wisely, behave wisely.
It's all right.
You have no business voting a southern candidate based on Christianity. At the end of the day, his agenda is not you. His agenda is his own tribe. If you pick Obi, his agenda is not Christianity. He could be a fantastic Catholic. But below the Catholicism, he is a die-hard Biafran.
Jesus.
If you vote Obi, you are voting for Biafra. No missing of the words. If you vote for Biafra, you are voting for the destruction of the North. Tell me, a Christian from Taraba, Nasarawa, Kogi, Kwara, Kaduna, Kebbi, Sokoto, Bauchi, Gombe. Tell me what you drive, the benefit you will drive by voting Obi. Just tell me one single benefit. And the answer is there is none. If you want to know the answer is true, go to Enugu, go to Aba, go to Inewi, go to Akwa Ibom, go to every part of the south.
You know, to your life.
As a Christian, and ask for a land to build a church. I thought Christianity is supposed to be universal. Go and ask for a land to build a church there as a Christian from the north. You will never have one. You will never have one. But all over the north here are churches owned by people from where? From the south. The land is owned by them. The church is owned by them. You go to these churches for service. You give the usual weekly tithe to them. They are eating fat, growing fat on you as Christians, brethren, belonging to the body of Christ. But if you want to know that you belong to different Christianity, go over there and ask for a land to build a church. Not even a mosque. Not even a mosque. Indigenous Muslims in the south now are building mosques and Islamias with hard-earned money, but with a lot of intimidation from government. A lot. We've given them enough accommodation. But the truth is that they are not thinking Nigeria. Obi is not thinking Nigeria. Quote me anywhere, any day, anytime. And no apology for this.
When I see the video, he said if you vote Obi, you are voting for Biafra. Since when they watch Obi, you don't see when Obi they talk of Biafra or not Biafra. They don't answer questions several times. So if you enter power as president, how are you going to handle Biafra? Are you going to support them? They don't ask them for channel. They don't ask them for several TV stations while they watch Obi. You know what he tell them? He said Biafra is just an agitation. Just like every other agitation like Oduduwa. Wait till they cause the agitation. Look into it. That's all. Create job, treat people fairly and equally. Treat every tribe with equitability. Nobody go agitate. He said this issue of Biafra where they hear, he go just go down. Biafra is agitating because they are angry, because they are marginalized. Full stop. And this man, let me tell you something. There are a lot of northern Christians in the south. Nobody they worry them. Not even Christians. There are a lot of Muslims. When food for start and all that. Nobody they fight them. We, when we Christian and Muslim brothers and sisters, we not they fight. Now what they cause the problem. This divisive message, this discriminatory message when you send so, now they cause the problem. Now people like Onwa, they feel say Christian are your enemy. I am not an enemy to any of my Muslim brother. I am not an enemy to any of my Muslim sister. If I see them, I will hug them. If I see them, I will embrace them. They are my brothers. I not be enemy of the North or Hausa or Fulani and all that. It is people like you who are sending out what is called divisive and discriminatory messages. Look at your message now. You don't know that this message na very very bad message. You don't know that this message is enough to promote hatred against the other religion and other tribes. So you don't know. You won't make I can't tell you. Look at you now as a politician. Because you are looking for a position, because you are fighting for Atiku, you are brother, and you cannot mind yourself as an elderly man. Me, one be younger person, will I come and preach that kind of message? I don't care whoever any Muslim, any Christian vote in Nigeria. Whoever is your choice, vote for the person. But I stand for P2B, and I will encourage everybody to vote P2B, not because P2B is a Christian, not because P2B is from Southeast, because P2B is the most credible and P2B is the most competent among all these old cargoes. Well, one follow them there. I don't care. So now they try let you know P2B is not being followed and campaigned for because of tribe, religion, or ethnicity. Now you they make them up. And most people, if you watch that crowd when they're there, or those people when you gather, you see majority of them did not agree with you. I saw that with from their countenance, from their face. I can see even some people they sleep, they're young. They are not minding you. They know where their mind is. Those youth of these days, they are wise. After this message came out, I have two spectacular persons, two special persons when reply this man. Let's watch the first one. Watch video.
They're northern Christians. I've watched the video of Shehu Mahdi, you know, when he's sending a message to you and saying to you that you should not vote Peter Obi. First of all, I would say that video is disgusting. 1. That video is insulting.
2.
That video is condescending.
3.
That video shows the regards that some have for you.
Thank you.
I want you to ask Mahdi Shehu, where was he when Deborah was killed?
He did that.
Did he stand for Deborah? Was he there for her family? Who killed Deborah?
Who?
I want you to ask Mahdi Shehu, where has he been all this while that you have faced all sorts of discrimination? I want you to ask him, where has he been when your life was threatened? When you've had to run for your life sometimes? Where has he been when it was time for appointments and when it was time for you to be made part of the nation? Today he comes out to tell you that you should not vote for Peter Obi because according to him, it will not get you anything. What have you gotten from all the time that you voted for whoever it was from the north? Why did we get to a place where we had a Muslim ticket in Nigeria? With all of the things that have been happening,
if they value
the need for a balance and the need for equity, what happened? Because there was no value placed on you
as a Christian.
As a Northern Christian. That was why. Simple as ABCD and nothing else. We must call a spade and not a garden.
Sure, Aisha.
And the truth must be said, no matter how bitter it is and no matter how angry some people will be.
Thank you.
They didn't see you as anything. You didn't matter. Because the moment APC had a Muslim Southerner, the most equitable thing was for them to have a Northern Christian. But you saw all the things that they were saying. A good number of people were saying that no, they will not vote a Northern Christian. They will not want a Northern LDT, even as vice president, not even as president, as vice president. Yet now they have done that. Now they are telling you that, oh, you have to now vote a Northerner. You were not a Northerner when it was time for them to consider who becomes the vice president. You were not one of them when it was time for them to consider who is going to take the vice presidential slot, who is going to be the running mate. But all of a sudden, you are now a Northerner because they need your thumbprint. Your thumbprint is more important to them than your life. That's what Mahdi Shehu practically came out to say.
Mahdi Shehu, you dey hear one person want to respond to you. You know Aisha now they take nonsense. He go tell you as he be. Straightforward. Aisha Yusufu, no, he go tell you the truth now. The person want to tell you the truth is a Muslim like you. You dey hear them? Now Muslim like you, they respond to you because you sabi talk lie. Not be you then catch one time when they investigate of corruption. You can't carry crunches. Put something for neck. You carry crutches. I shoot you that time, ma'am. You carry crutches. They tell you your neck is paining you, all your body is paining you. You know if you go court, you reach court, you escape, go that day. They can't catch you as you reach your hotel room where you throw away crunches. You can't even do exercise join. People will not be straightforward people. Immediately they talk, we know. Any of the Northern Christian won't take this man's speech seriously. I'm sorry for you. Do the needful. If you know you want to vote for P2B, please vote for P2B. He said, what are you going to gain if you vote for P2B? Please, let me tell you what you are going to gain. We are going to create job. That job, when you do for that north, as a Northern Christian, you no get job. We are going to change Nigeria from consumption state to production state. Not be consume. We are changing them from the state of consumption. Let's share the money. Give this one bribe. We know they give shishi. We are going to use all those embezzlement. That money, we go use them create job, create factories, create farms that we employ you. Whether you are a Christian or a Muslim, a Northerner, a Southerner, it don't make any meaning. We need you to be productive. If you don't know, our message is straight. But all those people, when they tell you, what are you going to get? If you even vote them in, the one day in now, since when you vote in Buhari, you are brother. What do you don't get as a Northern Christian? As a Northern Muslim? Tell me one. Are you not still unemployed? Are we not still much indebted in Nigeria more than where we were in 2015? So when you have voted Northerners, what has changed in your life? When you have voted Muslim, what has changed in your life? Why not try a different species? Take species now, because it is only the principle of madness will continue doing the same thing over and over again and expect different result. It is the law of madness. It is only mad person that will be doing the same thing, and you expect something to change and expect so just from nowhere a different result. You are not normal. That's only where you get that result. So why not try someone from the east or southeast? Why not try someone who is a Christian to see if there will be a change? Why not try them? If you think you are not going to be, just do it for 4 years, even though you don't benefit anything. But let's give that a try and see if Nigeria will change or not. Now, after Aisha, my sister, don't respond to Ram. Now, one of the Northern pastor, that pastor I like and well, very rugged and straightforward pastor. He can't respond to Mahdi Shehu again. Watch video.
I want to make an address for 1 minute.
Continue, sir.
There is one man called Mahdi Usman, who spoke a few days ago and tried to speak lies against the Southern Church,
okay,
and against the Southerners, that we Northerners that are Christians will come to the South and will find it difficult to get a land to worship God. And I want to say to you, Mahdi Usman, you're a liar. That is not true. I am a Northerner and I am preaching here in the South.
Wahala not too much. Wahala
I
not
want
too
to say
much.
that it's time up for the lies that some of you have been lying for all these years, 62 years.
2 years.
The end of your lie has come.
Has come.
You northern Christians and northern Muslims will prove to these wicked men and women that your time is up. And 2023, we are all going to vote for Peter Obi.
Peter Obi. All going to vote for Peter Obi unanimously. It's all right.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
I want every one of you to know that nothing can ever threaten my stand. I am not for you. I am for God and for the Nigerian people.
Back up. Okwagu.
Muslims here in the south are having their mocks. Nobody have stopped them.
No.
So don't tell lies to the northerners. And I stand here by the Spirit of the Lord. And I want to say to everybody, the glory of the Lord has been restored to the nation. I will not limit myself to the pulpit when you are suffering. I will declare the counsel of God over your life from the pulpit, and I will move with you to the street to fight your battle.
You are all good, man. I like you.
Asiwaju and Tinubu and Atiku were retiring them from politics.
Jesus. Jesus. Who retired them? Jesus. Tinubu and Atiku retired. It's all right. They don't take.
I want to say this to you. When there is a restoration, the people will arise to responsibility. Every prayer you pray will be answered by one man who comes into power. When the righteous rule, the people rejoice. I'm sick and tired. I know there are PDPs here in this church. I know there are APC members here. I know there are LP members here. So it's not about party.
No.
It's about a person.
Individual.
I am a father of all.
That's right.
But I am a father of one person from the family to lead the family.
That's right.
Our Mumu.
It don't do. It don't do. Our Mumu don't do. We know video. In fact, that last word when you talk, now be the summary. This man goes school. He goes school, he do comprehension and finalize them with summary. Who don't do summary? Don't use that word. Now only people want to do summary. Now they use them. Our Mumu don't do. Our Mumu not too much. It don't do. Now, what did make this man? They bring out this discriminatory, this divisive, this campaign that is very disuniting to Nigeria. What do they call Mahdi Shehu? What they make her, they bring them out because he knows say majority of the northern Christians are absolutely loyal to Peter Obi. And because of this, P2B is going to carry a chunk of northern vote. Of northern vote. You know how many Christians want it for North? It isn't a joke. There are many. So because of that, P2B is going to carry a massive number of northern vote, adding to the southeast and adding to majority of the southwest. So we have others want to make up. Now be the problem. Now be their fear. Now be their fear. So person want no get structure. Now be on a campaign topic every time. If PDP want talk, they go call Obi. If APC want talk, they go call Obi. Somebody want no get structure when they start. Somebody want to see as irrelevant. Now be on a headache now. Now be no problem. Now be no problem. On not see on our life. See, you don't read. I told you people say on a benchmark na December 15. You go see what did happen. Tomorrow that one be 23rd of September. You go see Abuja go collect. Woto. You go see Obi match everywhere go full. And they tell you with assurance and confidence. You know, not the fear. Fear never they catch you now. You want to use Christianity now, they do your campaign. Where you there when that fight Deborah? Where you there? Where we are down? You know they there? You know they there? Ndi ala, I don't get to no time. Guys, if you love what I do, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, even on TikTok. I'm Polo. I love you guys. Peace out.